Welcome, everyone, and thanks to the organizers and sponsors. I'll say a few words of introduction. As we are honoring the memory of Robert Ingersoll, so too Ingersoll honored the memory of Thomas Paine. Thomas Paine and others created enough freedom in the United States to make it possible for a boy from a poor religious family to grow up to become the great free thinker that Ingersoll became. And now, a few of the things that Ingersoll wrote about Thomas Paine in 1870. But first, a humorous quote from Robert Ingersoll. "With soap, baptism is a good thing." Now on to Thomas Paine. To speak the praises of the brave and thoughtful dead is to me a labor of gratitude and love. One of the bravest soldiers in this army was Thomas Paine, and for one, I feel indebted to him for the liberty we are enjoying this day. Born among the poor in a country where real liberty was unknown, where to advocate justice was treason, where intellectual freedom was infidelity, it is wonderful that the idea of true liberty ever entered his brain. At the age of 37, Thomas Paine left England for America with the high hope of being instrumental in the establishment of a free government. Paine gave to the world his common sense. It was the first argument for separation, the first assault upon the British form of government, the first blow for a republic. No other pamphlet ever accomplished such wonderful results. It was filled with argument, reason, persuasion, and unanswerable logic. Everywhere the people responded, and in a few months, the Continental Congress declared the colonies free and independent states. He was the first to write these words, "The United States of America." Paine was not content with having aroused the spirit of independence. He was with the Army. When the situation became desperate, he gave them the crisis. He shouted to them, "These are the times that try men's souls. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, shrink from the service of his country. But he that stands it now deserves the love and thanks of man and woman." He found many who would listen to nothing, and to them he said, that to argue with a man who has renounced his reason is like giving medicine to the dead. This sentiment ought to adorn the walls of every Orthodox church. He composed and published his greatest political work, The Rights of Man. It shows great thought and intimate knowledge of the various forms of government, deep insight into the very springs of human action, and a courage that compels respect and admiration. It has never been excelled. Thomas Paine had not finished his career. He knew that every abuse has been embalmed in Scripture, that every outrage was in partnership with some holy text. He had found that it was of little use to free the body and leave the mind in chains. The result of his investigations was given to the world in the Age of Reason. From the moment of its publication, he became infamous. Most of his old friends forsook him. He was denounced as the most despicable of men. Not content with following him to his grave, they gloried in the fact that he was forlorn and friendless, and gloated like fiends over what they supposed to be the agonizing remorse of his lonely death. It is amazing that one kind word did not fall from some pulpit, that someone did not accord to him at least honesty. In all ages, reason has been regarded as the enemy of religion. By some unaccountable infatuation, belief has been and still is considered of immense importance. To practice justice, to love mercy is not enough. You must believe in some incomprehensible creed. You must say, 1 is 3, and 3 times 1 is 1. I will close with this quote from Thomas Paine. Any system of religion that shocks the mind of a child cannot be a true system. Thank you all.